Now that I have you as a passenger, let me introduce myself. My name is Tayden. I like to break stuff, fix stuff, go fast, get muddy, do some spontaneous things, you know. So I'm sure not every day is just gonna be turning wrenches and me explaining random car things. But, you know, I like to do some random activities, you know, side quests, have fun with my friends. I'm sure y'all will see what kind of channel this is going to be later on. You'll kind of get the gist of it. And in this video, there's not going to be much. It's going to be explaining this S10, what I'm going to do to it, some shit to expect in the future maybe. But yeah, let's just jump into it, show you what I got going on right now. So this is my project I got going on right now. It's a 1986 Chevy S10, had a 4-cylinder with that manual transmission in it, and we did some things to it already. I'll insert those clips here in a minute, but overall the body is nice and straight, not much rust. There's a little bit of rust. Just gonna give you a walk around of the truck to show you what all I've got done so far. And I picked this up. Can anyone tell me why someone would cut a hole right there? I have no idea why. There's nothing you can really access, and the lease ring was not welded on, so I don't know why there's a random hole right there. I might find out later. I have no idea. But so far, pulled the super ugly, bulky rear bumper off because I plan to go with a roll pan. It was about 70 pounds, you know, so we're shaving weight. Had some chrome bed rails on it, didn't really like them, pulled them off. Also had a toolbox in the bed, but we don't need that where we're going. Other than that, there's no rust on the body, super straight, not too bad, not too bad. I don't know, I probably plan on getting a different hood. There's a dent in this one, there's a dent in this fender. You know, this thing ain't perfect. Picked it up for a really cheap price. But the other day, I already went ahead and pulled the manual transmission with the 4-cylinder Iron Duke. So today, you'll probably just see me pulling this core support out, probably yanking out the wire harness, the factory wire harness, and maybe doing some random other little things. But I also pulled this disgusting seat out of the cab. I don't know if I plan to reupholster it, fix it. So I'm not sure if I want to go with bucket seats or not just yet, or leave the bench seat in there. Because I am going with the 4L60 transmission, which I also picked up yesterday. Depending on where my ratchet shifter is going to sit will depend on if I'm going to use this seat or bucket seats. But there is some rust in the floorboard over here. Floor pan, whatever you want to call it. Plan on just cutting it out, patching with some sheet metal, because like I said, this is a budget build. It's not going to be perfect. I'm sure I'll probably do some different things with the floor. Not 100% sure just yet on what route I want to take. There's a little bit over there, but other than that, guys, this S10's in pretty good shape. I mean, for being from 1986, no rust, no rust. You know, we're in North Kansas, and vehicles typically are covered in rust because of salt, snow, all that good stuff. So this is the 2002 Iron Block 5.3 that I went and picked up out of Kansas City. I got it on a trade deal, so basically for free, because I had some stuff I didn't want anymore, and this guy wanted it, and I wanted this motor. It has 126,000 miles on it.
which I know is going to be pretty good because I have another 2002 Iron Block 5.3 that has 300,000, and I beat the living crap out of it every single day, and it runs strong. I've never had any problems with it, so that's why I went with this motor. And I've been watching a bunch of videos, and it should fit in that S10 pretty good. We'll do some test fitting here soon and find that out. But the guy also threw in an engine stand. That was pretty nice of him. I also just want to let you guys know that this will be a budget build, so it's not going to be perfect. You know, I don't have any fancy tools. I don't have a lift. I don't have really basically anything a licensed mechanic probably has. But we can still do shit. We can still make shit happen. So that's what we're going to do. Just going to have fun. Try to get this in there. This will be video 1. Week 1, whatever you want to call it, because I'm probably going to do a whole video series on this with, when it comes to, you know, I'm going to paint the whole thing. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff. So let's just do it. Why not? And if you want to follow along with the build, go ahead, stay tuned, subscribe, like the video. So yeah, let me get right into it. Let's get these tires aired up and get them moved onto the concrete so I can start pulling this core support out. In all reality, I probably should have pulled this core support out before I pulled the motor, but that 4-cylinder was so small it was easy to get out. So we're gonna do it now. It's funny, everything on this front core support is pretty much trash, but let's get it out of the way. So, almost got it out, but I'm having a problem with this mounting bolt. It is currently kind of seized together, but it's almost out. I got the nut free now. You know, I had to bust out the big old snap-on ratchet. Oh man. Yeah, I'd say that bolt is no good. So, in theory, after I get this hose off, this thing should come right out. So I actually ended up having to cut that hose. It was too stuck on there. Didn't feel like dealing with it anymore, so I just cut it. But core support should come out now. Should. Pry bar, always your friend. And just like that, there should be. Actually, it wasn't just like that, but you get it. So, now the core support's off, I can go ahead and start getting into some of this nasty wire harness. Someone's definitely been through this truck. There's random connections that have been messed with. But we're gonna go ahead and basically rip most of it out because, like I said before, I got a standalone harness coming for that 5.3. So basically the only thing I'll need from the truck is the ignition wires and blinkers and whatnot. So most of this is garbage. So before you guys say anything, yes, I did in fact cut most of the wiring harness because we're not gonna need it where we're going. And I don't care enough to take the time and uninstall it. It is trash. So engine bay is looking pretty clean. Need to strip the rest of the wiring out of the firewall and run through some of the other things inside of it. So I just got a text from my buddy. He's got my 4L60 ready for me. So let's go pick it up. Let's go get it. Transmission, and there is something wrong with my truck. So we're gonna pull over and look underneath it because something does not feel right. The wheel bearing on my truck just took a shit. I don't know if you can see that, but that wheel is not straight. So we're gonna have to make shit happen on the fly. Oh yeah. Definitely a wheel bearing. That wheel is not straight. Oh man, get wides, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Oh, cool. Cool. So I guess we're gonna try to go. Well, luckily, we only made it about a mile out of town. So we managed to limp her back. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we're definitely rocking some camber now. Well, why wouldn't that happen? That kind of ruined my plans. I might just have my buddy bring me the transmission. Guess we'll see. But might be doing a wheel bearing today. I don't know. We'll see. Since we got this wire harness and front core support out of the way, I would like to start test fitting. But the shitty thing is I am waiting on my motor mounts to come in. So I might just have to wait for that. But in the meantime, my buddy has arrived with my transmission. So we can go take a look at that. Here is my 4L60 that I acquired from a buddy of mine. And it does need a new neutral safety switch, which I already have coming in the mail. So that's not that big of a deal. It was like 15 bucks. And he also had a torque converter laying around, which is nice because, like I said, this is a budget build. So anything helps because now I don't have to go out and buy a torque converter. So that's cool. Since we are waiting on parts to come in the mail, there isn't really much more I can do in this video that would be interesting for you guys. But my new taillights for my daily driver did in fact come in the mail. So let's go check those out. Oh yeah. These are nice. Definitely an upgrade. And I'm still waiting on my headlights. I got halos coming. But let's slap these in real quick and see what they look like. And they do seem to be plug and play. So it should be pretty quick. Because it's just 2 screws that hold the tail light in. So no point in videoing. I'll just show you what they look like when I'm done. Oh yeah. Here's the satisfying part. Well, that wasn't very smooth, but don't worry about that dent either, okay? But, tell you what, these look nice. And number 2. See, what is this, man? I can't even be smooth. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. And number 3. Not too bad, not too bad. I had this stupid one on there. It was off TikTok. It was like 15 bucks, but it yeah, I don't really care for it. I do like the XLs in it, but this one came with those tail lights, so we gonna rock it. Well, sadly, I had to cut this video short because I ran into some problems. Phone died, had to go to town, go to the store. But the mail guy came with my headlights, my halos for my daily. So I'll show you those right now. And then also, I know this video wasn't very entertaining. I didn't really get much done with the truck. I just more so wanted to introduce myself and tell you guys my plans for the truck and see if you guys are interested in seeing what I have to do with it. And yeah, there'll be a lot more videos coming. Like I said, it's going to be a whole series on this truck, so stick around if you want to see it built. I'm not sure when the next video will be. Probably pretty soon when everything comes in the mail, or at least the stuff I need to get the motor sitting in there. And I might do some little stuff here and there, film it, and then add it in the next video. And also, I just want to say, if you made it this far, thanks for your time, thanks for watching. Just follow along, you'll see more. Peace.